Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Box Seat. I'm Mark Warwood. There are 9 races at Ascot on Wednesday. Let's have a look at the forecast conditions. We're expecting a sunny day in Perth, around 31 degrees Celsius, the track to be a good 4 and the rail to be in the 15-metre position with a cutaway applying in the straight. Race number 1 will jump at 1:19. It's the Seacourt Maiden over 1,800 metres. The replay horse is Perceptive Miss, finishing 4th at Ascot at the end of January.
She's All Steel, Blue Emotion, but Spin on Command booted clear at the 250, 2 in front of Smoke and Mirrors. A gap then, Spirited Schnitzel, followed by Warbow and Grotto. He draws the whip on the leader, Spin on Command, but now she extends. She's put them away, Spin on Command, and she's drawing well clear in the late stages. All interest only in the minors, and Pike gets the first. Spin on
Perceptive Miss was no match for Spin on Command, as we saw in the replay, but the sectionals out of that race were really interesting for this daughter of Blackfriars. Had the fastest last 2, 4, 6, 8 and 1,000 metres in that race, stepping up to 1,800 metres should suit according to her breeding, and it may be what she needs in order to break through in what is probably an easier assignment than she had last start. Other horses to consider: number 7, True Delight. It's a full sister of Mystic Prince and Real Charm, both of which won black type races. Unfortunately, True Delight is not in the same class as her famous siblings, but this is a pretty weak maiden. Number 3, Blue Tracer, ran out of gas first up over 1,400 metres. That was 2 weeks ago, but with natural improvement second up, should have decent place prospects here. And number 5, Al Capitano, finds a softer maiden than the one in which he finished 3rd behind Dick Aletto 7 days ago, but he does have had plenty of chances already. My on top selection in race number 1 is number 8, Perceptive Miss, from number 7, True Delight, number 3, Blue Tracer, and number 5, Al Capitano. Race number 2 at Ascot is the Glenroy Chaff Maiden. It's set to jump at 1:52. The replay horse is the top one, Kakadu, finishing 5th at Ascot on the 27th of January.
Reaper. Now Pike brings Kiss the Breeze into the clear. Outside of it, Classic Jack and Princess Piero is searching for a run just behind those. He's having a look around, but Kiss the Breeze races up. It grabs the lead. It's Kiss the Breeze at the 100 mark. Now Princess Piero. She finds a bit of space on the inside. She's coming, but Kiss the Breeze has got to break down the outside. Zip, zam, zoom. But Kiss...
As you saw in the replay, Kakadu did not have the clearest of passages behind Kiss the Breeze 18 days ago. Kiss the Breeze is one of the better 2-year-old fillies going around in WA at the moment. I think Kakadu would have got a lot closer than 2.3 lengths had it not experienced traffic problems here. Maps the lead onto Chris Parnham. I think it's the one to beat. Other horses to consider: number 7, Trade Prize, may want further than 1,000 metres. He's bred probably to get up over a mile, but been quite taken with his barrier trial first and then his decent performance on debut when he posted the fastest last 200 metres behind Driftstar. Number 8, You're the One for Me, led all the way in a recent barrier trial to suggest he has improved since finishing behind Wakan Taika in a couple of preparatory runs in the spring. And number 3, Wakan Taika, did go too fast for his own good on debut back in September. He didn't lead in his recent barrier trial, which leads me to think he may well take a seat here behind Kakadu. My on top selection in race number 2 is number 1, Kakadu, from number 7, Trade Prize, 8, You're the One for Me, and number 3, Wakan Taika. Race number 3 at Ascot will jump at 2:27. It's the Tab Touch Maiden over 1,000 metres for the 2-year-olds. The replay horse is the only 2-year-old in this race that's been around before. It's number 6, Aura Sky, finishing 9th on opening day at Ascot.
The outside, Carolina Reaper with the maze deeper. Over on the inside then came at the head of the others on the turn is Yuki Anna, being followed back between horses Dull City. But Agent Pippa has given them the slip at the 200, raced away. It put up a gap of about 3. His platoon starting to run on. So's Princess Piero. Over on the inside though, Agent Pippa clear with 100 left to go. And it looks as though it's got the money. Agent Pippa wins on debut. Second, Princess Piero just in front of...
That was a pretty good 2-year-old race back in October. Agent Pippa and Princess Piero, I think they're pretty talented. Aura Sky was 6 lengths off them, but did get bottled up on the turn from barrier 1. The sectionals did suggest that she didn't have too much luck in running. I expect her to improve significantly here. Her most recent barrier trial was the best of the 4 she's put in. Other horses to consider: number 7, Alcina, won over 400 metres in a preparatory run at Belmont recently. You've always got to respect Paul Jordan's runners in this, and barrier 1 expected to be there or thereabouts from the get-go. Number 5, Our Magnuson did beat Aura Sky in a barrier trial. That was back in the spring. Most recently, his time was a lot slower than that of Aura Sky on the same day. And number 4, Lord Greystoke, won his first barrier trial since failing to make his debut in the spring in a time that was similar to the one that Aura Sky put up. This is a pretty difficult race. I'm going to go on top with number 6, Aura Sky, from number 7, Alcina, number 5, Our Magnuson, and number 4, Lord Greystoke. Race number 4 at Ascot will jump at 3:05. It's the Sweps handicap over 1,000 metres. The replay horse is the top one. Number 1, Atacama Sky, trialling at Larkhill.
3:50 to go, and out in front Atacama Sky leads the way. On the outside, Neat and Tidy's trying to get there. Off the inside to issue a challenge now is Little Grace. He moved up stylishly to Atacama Sky, who should have a kick, and back behind them fast as the wind. Atacama Sky on the outside, getting to it Little Gracie. Atacama Sky, Little Gracie and Neat and Tidy, three-way go.
I think it'd be pretty fair to say that Atacama Sky is not the most reliable of horses, but he did place in the Perth Stakes as a 2-year-old. He does represent the informed Simon Miller stable, and most importantly of all, he drops to midweek grade for the first time in his 13-start career after a couple of barrier trials. He goes on top. Other horses to consider: number 3, Imperial Venus, lost 4 lengths when slow into stride over 1,000 metres this time last month, so you can put a pen through that result and look further back. Certainly competitive on those numbers. Number 7, Red Noir, went to Kalgoorlie for its round and returned to Perth with a couple of placings. She's certainly capable of running home well on what is a forecast quick tempo up front. And number 9, Kimiko, is a lightly raced 6-year-old mare which should get the run of the race from gate 1, but she will go around with bar plates on her offside front, and that's always a negative for mine. My top selection in race number 4 is number 1, Atacama Sky, from number 3, Imperial Venus, number 7, Red Noir, and number 9, Kimiko.